All right, what's up guys? So we're going to walk through how to set the pressure using my reg pressure tester. First things first, the regulator is just going to screw right into the pressure tester. Fits like a glove. So that's step one. Set that off to the side. The next step is we're going to just screw the tank into the marker that it's going on. And you just want to make sure that when you screw it on, the on-off is in the off position. All right, we got the marker here. One thing that you want to do when you're setting the pressure is just make sure that it's bottomed out. It's hitting about 0 psi. You'll just want to refer to the markers manual or the regulator manual to make sure that you have it zeroed out. So right now we're at 0. What we're going to do is we're just going to attach the macro line right there. If we air this up, gauge is also at 0 psi. Now for each generation of intimidator, they all kind of have different pressure ranges for the high pressure regulator as a starting point. So with the generation 1 and 2s, I recommend a starting point of about 240 psi. Usually it will range from like 240 to 260 psi to get you in like the maybe high 270s, low 280s. For a generation 3 intimidator, you're looking at about, I don't know, maybe like 205, 210 psi to get you into the 280s, 290s. And then for generation 4, I usually recommend between 200 to 205 psi to get into maybe like the 280s. So yeah, I mean, from here, you're just going to adjust it. You'll notice that the as you turn the pressure up, the gauge also goes up. I'm going to show you a cool feature of the gauge setup. So first things first, we're just going to get this set to about 200 psi. Cool. And we're at like 200 on the dot. We're just going to make sure you want to do this after you set the pressure the first time, just via the screw. On the back of this, you have a bleed valve. You're just going to, and that if you press it in, it's basically going to reset the gauge, and it'll basically recharge to whatever the true pressure is, pressure output is set to on the regulator, and just allows you to kind of dial in the pressure. So, and we're still at 200 psi. So this thing's set. What you're gonna do is just bleed it off on the on-off. Depending on what regulator you're testing the pressure of, it'll bleed itself. So the Bob Long regs tend to fully bleed. I think it's like the Hypers and the CPs don't really do that, so you may need to use the bleed valve on the back of this again to just relieve all the pressure from it. But this thing's set. Enjoy your markers, guys.